Hi everyone, my name is Clara and today I'm going to talk about PPSMI.
So, what is PPSMI? PPSMI is a government policy in Malaysia that uses the English medium in the teaching and learning of science and mathematics subjects. It was first introduced on the 19th of July 2002 by Tun Dr. Mahathir. This policy was aimed at improving the command of the English language among pupils. The debate. The implementation of PPSMI has been charged with a lot of different opinions. After the initial uproar of different races in society opposing this policy, mainly the three races, which is Malay, Chinese, and the Indian, the PPSMI slipped quietly out of people's thoughts. Today, it has caused a stir again. It was found that students with poor command of English were at the receiving end of PPSMI. They could not acquire the knowledge because they were not proficient in the language. It was taken into consideration that the students were still struggling to communicate in English after 6 years.
Yes, no, but my answer is I fully support the implementation of PPSMI. Now let's see what Dr. Mahathir has to say.
As to why we should teach science and math in English. It is not about trying to learn English. It's not about trying to learn Malay. It is simply an acknowledgement of the fact that today's knowledge comes to us in the English language.
Language plays an important role in the intercultural communication because it is often the first barrier encountered in intercultural interactions. That is why the teaching of English should not be conducted in a structured manner, because English is more than about learning grammar alone. According to Datuk Seri Zamri Abdul Kadir, he said that the poor command of English among Malaysians graduates had caused the country to lose out in foreign investments. PPSMI could be a way forward for education in Malaysia should we want to create quality workforce, achieve high-income nation status, and lastly, produce top-grade workers who will be able to compete in a globalized world. The following are the reasons why society are not supportive of PPSMI. Academic achievements in school is not solely dependent on the choice of using English or Malay as a medium of instruction, but rather on the quality of teachers that school have. If teachers are not equipped with pedagogic competency, students' learning will still be affected, regardless of the medium of instruction. Second would be, considerations need to be given as to whether this policy is aiming to greater access to new development in science and technology in a globalized world or to improve language proficiency, because the objectives of PPSMI are somewhat unclear. Thirdly, deprioritizing the national language may affect national unity. The Malays would naturally dictate all distributions across demographics. We may risk creating more social exclusion. The solution. The first solution is people should have the option to choose the choice of language for science and mathematics. The government should offer choice for schools and families to choose the language adoption. The government should continue to offer PPSMI option at the primary level. Our national schools are at the best revenue to help foster national unity. It should be the first choice of school for our children from different ethnicities. Thirdly, with the basics firmly grasped, after 6 years of primary English, teachers should teach science and mathematics in English from Form 1 onwards. Learning in English in secondary school should be manageable. The Ministry of Education should train teachers to teach science and mathematics in English. This will be able to help build their competence and confidence. Last but not least, Ministry should continue to facilitate the teaching and learning in English. They should look and think globally, act with vision and conscience, and lastly, facilitate what is best for our future generations. The role of power. According to Tan Sri Muhyiddin, he said that the government did not make the decision in haste, but only did so upon discovering that pupils in the rural area are lagging behind. Since 1957, PM has been our national language. It has proven to be an effective medium of instruction. He added that pupils would better understand it in their mother tongue. Therefore, he strongly concluded that Bahasa Malaysia should be used. The Ministry of Education has decided to abolish PPSMI.